Good afternoon, everyone. I can't hear you. Good afternoon. Okay. Thank you for the warm introduction. It's absolutely an honor to be here, standing in front of you. And I think I started this journey like 19 years, when I was 19 years of age, I started this journey. I thought that I wanted to give this TEDx when I was 19 years old, and I saw a first TEDx, that was my 19 years old TEDx. I would like to tell you, it was about Bhuvan Bum. You all know Bhuvan Bum, right? So he's a content creator, and he creates videos out there. So I was really inspired by him, and he created an impact in my life. So there's one quote that I would like to tell you guys. If you are sincerely doing your work without lying to yourself, you will eventually succeed. This is one quote that I feel that you guys also should take this ahead and focus on these things, because it actually helped me in my success journey. So today I'll be sharing my journey on from setbacks to impacts, and transforming adversity into growth. So imagine that you are standing at the edge of the cliff. What do? Have you ever felt that you are standing at the edge of the cliff? Who here has felt that? Can you raise your hands? So whoever hasn't felt that, please imagine that you are standing at the edge of the cliff and you see below there's vast expanse of uncertainty out there. What do? Yet, I think you should take that particular leap out there. That was me on 3rd April 2016, the day that I had my JEE mains exam. So I wanted to take that leap out there, and I went in the exam hall to prove myself. But when I came back, I was very disappointed that I had failed myself. And it was just the beginning, not the end. What do we do when we fall short of dreams? Do we give up or do we rise? I think we should rise. Have you ever felt the weight of expectations crushing you? Have you ever felt that? Please raise your hands. I can see some of your hands. So I would like to say that I am born and brought up in Kolkata. I belong to a lower middle class family, and I have seen a lot of struggles that are there for my that my parents had did to give me a better life. So it was very difficult for me to dream of big things in my life. And I think that was the beginning. I actually started dreaming of getting big gadgets out there like iPhone, iPad, Xbox, PS3, but I did not ask them. I wanted to earn them myself. So I think I wanted to become financially independent. So the desire for financial freedom took root in me at an early age. But how would I achieve it? I was not sure about it. So I was determined to figure that out, but I wasn't sure what the journey would be. So I would like to tell you that what I did was I started comparing with others who had these particular gadgets and who were good enough. So I started comparing myself with others, and negativity started creeping in. So I actually had self-doubt in me. I started having fear, comparison. I think we all forget the blessings that we have when we compare with others. So I think comparison should not be there. So I would like to tell you about an incident. I would like to tell you about JEE mains exam. I feel like that particular exam was yesterday. When I went for the JEE exams, I wasn't that confident, and I thought the whole world is seeing me. I was very nervous, and I was very shy. I thought that I had the expectations of my family on my shoulders. So I could not even solve all the questions. I actually tried solving some of the questions, but ended up touching the hard questions, and I could not even solve the easy questions. So I think that has happened, and there was a lot of anxiety during my exam. I was very anxious, and I was very confused, like which questions to do. And I felt like I am failing, not on myself, but I am failing in the eyes of everyone. So especially my parents. That was very emotional impact on me and my family. So in school, how many of you have compared yourself with others? Can you raise your hand? I think most of us have done that, right? We have actually done a lot of comparisons out there. And I would like to say that I was never the brightest. I heard stories of Sharma ji ka beta. Do you all know who Sharma ji ka beta is? He is one of the genius out there who knows everything. So every class has Sharma ji ka beta, and there is that particular genius guy, and I am always falling short about it. So basically, I started comparing my life with him, and I thought that if I want to achieve these things, I have to become like Sharma ji ka beta. So I started following him, but I actually failed miserably. But what I did was, over time I realized that this is the wrong strategy that I am actually following. I should actually focus on myself. My growth is very important because there are two roads always. One is a road to self-growth and the other road is comparison. So we should not compare with others. We should think about our self-growth when we go ahead. So I think jealousy doesn't fuel growth. It just stifles it or it just kills it. So we don't need to focus on jealousy, because these things actually come, and a lot of comparisons are there. Parents also compare students and their marks. I think it's all the effort that matters. I would like to say that this shift wasn't very easy for me, but it was very necessary. It actually gave me a financial freedom, and I was finally free. And I got an inner peace in me after having that. So I think we all know who this guy is, Shah Rukh Khan. People are really inspired with his quotes and his dialogues out there. I feel he has been a part of my life, that he has inspired and impacted me in a good way. So I think there's one quote that I would like to share, that I am running in a race and people are on the other track. I am running with myself. So I think this is the quote that Shah Rukh Khan used to say, that he's the last of the stars, right? Because he actually compares himself with his previous version of self. So you should compare only with your previous version of self. You should not compare with others. And I think this is the way that you will achieve self-growth. In this journey, I actually rediscovered myself. Though growth is not a simple journey, it's not a straight path. It's always a journey out there. So I had tried a lot of different things. Things did not work for me. I would like to say that I started swimming, I started doing chess, and like playing chess and doing swimming was not because it was a prestigious pursuit. I just wanted to do more in my life. I wanted to do more, not only in academics, but also in co-curricular activities out there. So I thought personal growth as a quest, not a core, and I started improving myself, that I have to grow personally and build a lot of things out there. So I think people here, who of you agree that, have you ever waited for a perfect moment? Can you tell me, whoever has waited for a perfect moment in their life? There are many who wait for a perfect moment to happen, like things to happen on that particular day. I feel that I have also waited a lot for a perfect moment to happen in my life. I would like to share one story behind that. I started my YouTube channel, and then I thought that there would be a perfect moment. So basically, talking about my YouTube channel, it's actually a tech and finance related. I create YouTube videos regarding how to get placed and how to crack a company like this. So I would like to say regarding that I always waited for a perfect moment, but I will tell you that there's no such perfect moment out there. You have to just take the first step that comes to your way. So I think I got the importance of taking first steps, and I did not focus on if there's a perfect moment out there, because always it's just procrastinating and wasting the time. I think you should actually focus more on taking first steps, and that only will make your self-growth more enhanced. So to tell you a little bit about myself, I was not from a good college. That is, I would like to tell you Tier 1 college, like IITs or stuff like that. But I belong to SRM college, and I was not satisfied with that college in my previous years. So basically, I thought that this is not where I want to be. I wanted to become different. Did not want to become a carbon copy of anyone else. I wanted to stand my image and have a good image about myself. So I thought that if you are not from a good college, then you won't be able to do a lot of things in your life. But when I got admission in college, I know how my parents had used all their savings to give me a good life. So there's an emotional story to that as well. My mother paid the last installment for my last semester, and she got laid off. So I think that was one thing that I never expected, and I thought I am grateful to my parents and God that they had a better plan for me. They had a plan that they could actually give me a good education, and I would not have achieved that if I did not had my parents' guidance out there. So I actually realized that success isn't about college prestige, because I used to see that if I am not in a good college, then I won't be doing good in career, because I was not that good in school, and I did not go to a good college, tier 1 college. But I think that is what I meant for success, because people here say, there's a saying that if you have good college and if you go to good school, your life will be set. I wanted my life to get set, but I think I was losing on that. So I started focusing on the opportunities and self-growth that came hand in hand. And I think that titles doesn't define you. It's the opportunities that you take and the self-growth, and what you focus on self-growth, that will only define you. So I think we are running in a race. We have to break the race. So what do I mean by a race? We are actually comparing a lot with other people. Like, we are actually questioning our worth that we don't measure to someone else's standard. Why to compare? How many of you have compared yourself with others? Yeah, I think some of you have compared and others are not raising their hand, but we all know that everybody of us have compared in our lives with each other's out. And I think we should actually not compare with others, and we should collaborate with others. Because I think there should be a shift in mindset that if we start collaborating with others, we will also grow, they will also grow. I think there is always a difference that we don't want to share our knowledge. I think we fear from sharing our knowledge, because if we share our knowledge, then the other people might get ahead in our life. But I think sharing will only increase your knowledge. I think we have to be the leader of the chain. We have to focus on being that. So today I give you a challenge out there that you have to start small. You have to compliment a friend, help a stranger, and share your knowledge. So this is my challenge to all of you, that if you do small acts of kindness, then these will also inspire a lot of people out there. And this can make our world more brighter. So little bit more about my life. I started my career from TCS Digital. So I was not proud of that, but I was earning most in my family. That I would like to say that I started with 6 lakhs, and it was the highest. My parents were proud of me, but I wasn't proud of myself, because I wanted to do more in my life. And I started figuring out what are the things that I can do, because I was not from a good college and I was not from a good company I started with. So I thought that what are the things that I can do, and how can I make a difference and create an impact out there. So the things that I did was, like, I actually tried cracking different companies, applying to different companies and stuff like that, but I think it did not work for me. I actually got rejected from 500 companies out there, and I tried applying to a lot of companies, and then eventually I cracked a lot of companies. Like, I am happy that I am cracked those companies, like Amazon, Microsoft, Agoda, Flipkart, and I'm the youngest tech lead at Avalara. So I think the hunger, ambition, and the importance of distribution makes you a better person and a better individual. So we have to have that particular thing, that we have to share knowledge, and we have to make hunger in you. Like, if you are hungry for something, then nobody can snatch that particular thing from you. So I think these are some important things that you should do in your life to get successful. So we get to a question. What is that one thing that we all need in life to win? What do you think? Like, people may have different opinions here, like what are the things that you need to win in life? So I think for me, it was different. I would like to tell you what helped for me, and that were like longevity. The key to winning in life is longevity. So talking about longevity, if you're sticking to something, then you would be there, and like, suppose you have to complete a task. If you're sticking to it until that task is completed, that's what longevity is. So if you are long enough for that particular thing, then you will get success, and that is winning. I would like to say about authenticity, you have to be true to yourself. If you are not true to yourself, then I would like to say that if you are not true to yourself, then you are actually hindering that particular growth in you. That self-growth is not getting expressed out there. And we all have here a purpose in our life. I think you all guys have a purpose in life. We have to discover that purpose and believe in yourself. Because self-growth comes only from the belief and if we stop doubting ourselves. So we have to focus on these particular things. Okay, so talking about healing the world. Healing the world comes from healing ourselves. We have to start the process within. Healing starts within, and then only you can heal the world. So if you make small contributions out there towards kindness, collaboration, it creates a ripple effect. And that actually makes the world more healing. So I think we have to start healing with ourselves, and then only the world can be healed. So I would like to say a little bit about procrastinating. The mistakes that I did in my life is I was very procrastination, like I did a lot of procrastination in life. I actually delayed things, and that actually helped my growth, that did not help in growth. And I would like to say that if you are procrastinating in life, that's not a good thing. I would like to tell you about an incident that happened 2 days ago. Do you know who is the world's youngest chess champion? Yeah, you guessed it right, it's Gukesh. So he, at the age of 12, he actually planned that he has to become the youngest world chess champion. And at the age of 18, he achieved it. So I think this is one story that is inspiring, and we have to focus on these things. So basically, I would like to ask, what's the first step you will take today to heal you and yourself, and in turn the world? And that healing starts with you. Because the world heals one person at a time, and that person could be you. So thank you guys. Let's rise together.